Encouraging everyone, please get involved. We know that we have our other fellows in Cambodia and in Vietnam who are beating the same drums that we are. So please get involved.
Thanks, Ronnie, for that powerful, powerful presentation. And we're going to move along to Yasmin. I'm going to pull up your slides in.
To help Cham people longer and more projects. That's why we need to start 501c3. So the house that you see on the right is from Cambodia, and the one on the left is from Vietnam in Melcombe area. So the problem that the Cham people are facing, the reason why I show you this slide, because I came from Champani Muslim, and the Champani Muslim, they are very different. They pray only one time a month or a year, and it's only the imam that pray, and the imam, they do not know the meaning of the Quran, so they cannot translate or translate the meaning to the people. So there is a conflict between the people themselves because they do not understand their own religion and their faith. The reason why is because Cham people constantly facing persecution, and that's why their religion they cannot preserve their religion. And when I come back to America, that's when I found the true Islam. This is the Cham Islam in Cambodia. This is their mosque. So the Cham in Cambodia, they are very into themselves. They are very afraid of the outsider. Because of the purport regime, they only know how to pray, that's all they know. They do not know any outsiders, so they do not allow their kids to go to school. That's why most of the children are illiterate in Cambodia. People originally and isolated to the mountain, in the mountain area. They cannot build a water well because there is so much rocks, and their well are very expensive. It's like 30 times more expensive than the people in Cambodia or the base area. That's why there's rarely anyone building water well in the area, and I am trying to do fundraising to build water well in the regular area. It's a cost about $3,000 for them to have one well. And they are based on water in order to do agriculture. Without water, they cannot. Cham people that I found, they are very talented. They can make CD, karaoke, and can cook, but they are lack of funds. We will working on microfinance. Okay, and this, Moonlight Humanity, we have been providing water well for 50 water well, the traditional and the water pump. And these are the Cham students that are in Cambodia and Vietnam. And these are the Cham people that I have visited in Japan. And so we work with the Japanese government to help the Cham people to study there, and they have sponsored about 11, actually like about 20 people already.
Unfortunately, we are running out of time. I do encourage all of you to come speak to the speakers one-on-one during our break or even at lunch. I apologize that we are running out of time. And please, really do ask about their stories, ask about how they can become involved, and talk to them and become involved, please. And I just want to wrap things up and thank all the panelists for coming so far and doing the work that you do. And I encourage all of you to get active, whether it's within the Cham community, whether it's voting, whether it's getting your parents to vote, or just learning about your history. And I know that a lot of elders are a little distant from the activism because of our history of persecution. However, if we don't continue to voice our concerns, our stories will never, ever be heard, and our histories will be gone. And it's a sad reality for the Cham community. And I believe whether you're Cham Chao Dak Jamparang, or whatever Jam region you're from, it's important for you, each and every one of you individually, to talk about your history, talk about how you can become involved, and educate yourselves and learn from others like these, and how we can learn from all of you actually. Because your stories are very important and it should all be heard. So thank you, and thank you to the panelists today. I think we're gonna break for 5 minutes until the next panel. Thank you.
Saves the day. Hopefully this will work. If not, we'll go from there and keep trying to improvise.
A bit more interactive, so I'm going to ask all the youth who are here to move up and sit down, because this panel is the Education and Careers panel, so this is for you. So we've been talking about the next generation, and we're here to basically provide resources, answer questions in terms of what careers or education interests you have. So let's make it a little interactive. Okay, anybody who is under the age of 35, can you stand up? Award with the Camera Fellowship through Visual Communications. She also had the opportunity to work on a documentary, The Killing Fields of Dr. Huang Nyo, directed by Oscar-nominated director Arthur Dong. And she received her undergrad and her bachelor's and master's degree from UCLA. Go Bruins! Any Bruins here? Okay, cool. So she is also going to be showcasing one of her, we're going to be screening one of her films later today, so you guys should stick around after lunch. All right, so this is Isira, so give her a round of applause. Next to Isira is Arya Chow. Arya, thank you for being here. She's actually expecting, so let's give her, she's going to be starting a family, so. She's regenerating Champa, like literally. So Arya actually got her, she graduated from UC Berkeley and received her undergraduate degree in public health. And right now she's actually in medical school here at UC Davis School of Medicine, right? All right, cool. So she is interested in pursuing the pediatric field. So for those of you who are interested in medicine, that's why we have her here. All right, and next to her is, okay, I'm gonna try, Muhammad Arifin. Right? That's the first name, and the last name is Mansour. All right, cool. And he came all the way from Seattle, you guys, so give him a round of applause. So, Arifin, I'm just gonna shorten it. Actually works at the University of Washington in the Office of Minority Affairs and Diversity, and he focuses on outreach and basically trying to get a lot of minority students to pursue higher education. And so this is, an opportunity, again, for those of you who are interested in pursuing higher education, getting a master's, or just learning the different career options that are out there. He's the person to definitely talk to, and he'll be talking about that as well. So, Seattle presence, round of applause again. And last but not least, we have Rahima Molly, and she has a really fancy title, and I'm actually really intimidated. So I'm very honored that she's on this panel with everyone. She is the Deputy Commissioner of LACAP. She was Special Assistant to the Treasurer. She was also a campaign manager, and she's been active in terms of just policy and politics. So we're near Sacramento, the capital of California. So, we got someone here. All right, so let's give them a round of applause and we'll get started. And we actually have another panelist who is a software engineer. So that'll be interesting for those who are interested in the tech arena. and he is, I think he started rushing to all of you is, what led you to enter the field that you are in now, and how have you embraced it? Can we start from there?
Thank you for that kind introduction. I'm striving to be, my next title is Princess, so we'll see where we get. Thanks for the invitation to participate in this panel. It's great to see, old and new faces here. So how did I get to where I am today? It was a lot of, I think somewhat by luck and chance, but I did an internship which is a little bit different than my previous job, working for another elected, constitutional. But basically, it was free labor. That's how I got into this, and somewhat I discovered that was where my passion, and just went with it.
Let's start out with the Islamic greeting. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First and foremost, entering the field is very different. Being first generation as a whole is a whole different theme park you enter yourself. Right? It's like going to Disneyland for the first time, not knowing what ride you want to ride, what opportunities out there. So being first in your family, not only your family, but sometimes your community and whatnot, can be very challenging. Being a male, there's a lot of different, different obstacles in life that you can challenge yourself with too. So myself in particular, it was opportunities that, growing up in Seattle, you have different opportunities that you could reach out to. Opportunities that you never knew, or stand that, that they have hope. Right? We believe in them, and we want to inspire hope for them to finish or to go on their path. And then the thing, what I'll say to the youth is that you have a dream. And you have a goal too. Your parents have one agenda, but you have your own agenda too, right? Follow your agenda, because that's the agenda that you're going to live by. And follow that agenda so that you can understand what you really want to do. And one thing I do at the University of Washington is to advocate for the Southeast Asian community, and in particular the Chinese community. So if any of you guys really want to be fascinated about education with, with the university, use your resource, use your elders to your advantage, use your older brothers and sisters as mentors, as guides who went through it already, and ask them for help too, because they know stuff that a lot of people might not know. So use them to your advantage, and just ask for help.
Hello again, everybody. My name is Zaria. Just a little more background about myself. I actually was born in a Cham village in Vietnam and came to America when I was 6, so I guess I would be considered the 1.5 immigrant generation that they're talking about. And I think that's a really unique position to be in, because I get to stay connected to my roots and my language and my culture, but at the same time have the opportunity to grow up in America and basically go through the American education system, which is kind of what's led me to medical school. So the reason that I decided to pursue medicine was actually because of the Cham community, and I wrote this in my personal statement when I applied for medical school. And why I wanted to be a doctor was because I wanted to bridge the gap between our community and the medical field. If any of you have been to the doctor's office recently, you'll know that you get 15 minutes with the doctor, 20 minutes if you're lucky. So you know that health doesn't happen in a doctor's office, it actually happens in the community. And we all know that your health outcome is influenced by your education level, your income level, and the social, cultural, and language barriers that we face as a community of new immigrants. And so I think why I went into medicine was to bridge that gap and to be that person to really connect our community with the medical